Hello everyone, Golden J here. Another Cobra Kai video. Alright, so I want to ask you guys this. Which rivalry do you want to see the most in part 2 between Miguel and Axel or Robby and Kwon? Not gonna lie, for me, I feel like I want to see more of Robby and Kwon because it actually seemed like it'll be like, okay, both of these rivalries will be an amazing fight, but in the time being, I'm gonna say Robby and Kwon because it literally seems like Kwon is supposed to be like this main guy. He's super cocky, and Robby, he's like the opposite. He is the main guy, but he's not cocky at all, and he's actually an amazing fighter. So I would love to see this rivalry more than Miguel and Axel for right now. But we're 100% gonna have a rivalry between Miguel and Axel. And for their fight, I'm gonna just put this out here. For me, in my opinion, I feel like it's like two sides of this rivalry. For Robby and Kwon, it's more like it's more kind of like a kid rivalry. If you okay, let me try to explain it. What I mean. It's kind of funny. They're both short and they're both beefing with each other. I mean, obviously with the whole Tory thing, yes, that's understandable. But it's kind of hilarious to me. While the whole rivalry between Axel and Miguel, they both tall and they both like better than Robby and Kwon. So it's kind of like hilarious. Like it's kind of kid version between Robby and Kwon, while the adult version between Miguel and Axel. I don't know. It's just kind of hilarious to me. Just putting it out there. But the main reason why I actually said that is because for the rivalry and the fight that they will have between Robby and Kwon, it will honestly be seriously good, and I honestly can't wait for it. But I feel like for Miguel and Axel, it's gonna be more power and more kind of like more karate like than Robby and Kwon. In my opinion, I just think it'll be like that because knowing Axel's supposed to be like he's the world champ and he's doing it again with Zara, and he washed both Kwon and Yoon less than a minute, and that's like an amazing feat, which means Axel seriously beats the both of them. But then at the same time, we all know, and this is not even glazed at all. Like, let's be for real here. We all know that Miguel's a better fighter than Robby and always will be. And for Axel and Miguel to fight, it'll be more an amazing fight than both Robby and Kwon. That's for like the fighting wise. But for Robby and Kwon, wait, that said Robby and Kwon at first? Anyway, for Robby and Kwon, we want to see more of that rivalry because it seemed like we all know how an amazing fighter they both are. Well, mostly for Robby because we've seen him fight Miguel and other people, but then we only seen like one fight between. Well, now we've seen two fights, but the one fight was really Kwon really doing the work, which was him fighting Yoon and the rest of the two people, and it was just easy for Kwon to actually knock them down. But it was hard for Kwon to actually beat Axel, which he didn't do, with the help of Yoon. So, like I said, we all want to like see the rivalry more for Robby and Kwon 100%. I said, shoot, I want to see that. Like, that would be an amazing fight. But then at the same time, for the time being, I want to see more of Robby and Kwon. But then, I also really want to see Miguel and Axel because, like I said, for like fighting style, I feel like we will see more fighting style for Miguel and Axel than to Robby and Kwon. That's what I think. Cause for Robby as a fighter, he is an amazing fighter. Like I said, He actually beat tons of people. He even beat Sean, and Sean is big and strong. And I feel like he's not able to beat not Robbie. He's not able to beat Miguel at all. And to actually just put this out here, the only season Robbie was able to beat Miguel is actually season 3. Let me just actually tell you why. Season 1, you guys have to realize that how Robbie got his points. You have to notice, you guys, I'm not saying you guys, but if you guys think that Robbie wins in certain seasons, you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not glazing over Miguel. It's just plain facts of the actual show from what we got and what we know. So the first 2 points Robbie had. The first one, Robbie only pushed, or well, no, not much, but pushed Miguel's arm to make Miguel off balance. That's how he got his kick in his first point. And then for a second one, Miguel was just being overly cocky and being overly confident, which is why Robbie got his second point. You guys say that, oh, how we want Miguel to, like, how we say Miguel is better than Robbie if Miguel is struggling to go against Robbie with one arm. Guys, it's literally just a continuation between Daniel and Johnny, but nobody's saying the same bull crap between Daniel and Johnny. Not only that, Chris straight up said that this is not a kick that Johnny would end up not blocking. He was a better fighter than Daniel no matter what in that movie, and we all know it. Same goes for Miguel and Robby. Yes, Robby is a good fighter, but they just want to extend it, have the same parallels between Johnny and Daniel to Miguel and Robby. That's why they made the whole parallel sequencing for season 1. That's the main reason. But just to extend it, they have Miguel win because in a Johnny and Daniel fight, Daniel won the end of the movie. But we all know Johnny would have won that 100%. But for a Cobra Kai show, Miguel wanted to extend the whole series. So, Miguel is a better overall fighter than Robby. The whole fight that they had, it was just a continuation of that. So that's the only real reason why. Leading on to season 2, some people, wow. Anyway, some people, or you guys, whatever, say that Robby was the last person standing. He beat Miguel. No. Yes, it was a street fight in the actual school. But let's be for real. Overall, Miguel won. How can you say that Robby won? Robby got a couple of cheap shots to actually be the last person standing. But as an overall fighter between those two going at each other, Miguel won. Let's be for real. I'm not even explaining that fight. Like, I don't know how some people say that Robby wins. But anyway, season 3, like I said, Miguel was literally paralyzed throughout the whole series. Obviously, obviously, Robby wins. Low mid diff. Anyway, season 4, the prom fight was not an actual, like, Robby did not win the fight. Watch the fight. Just because that Robby put Miguel on his knees doesn't mean, oh, isn't it the same thing of the season? No, it's not. It's not the same thing of the season 2 fight. Stop glazing on Robby. Anyway, nobody won the prom fight. Literally rewatch the fight. And if you still think Robby won, then you're freaking blind. But leading on to another thing on season 4, you guys say, oh, okay, except for the prom fight, what about Robby getting the first point on Hawk, and it took Miguel a while to get his first point even though he didn't get it? Dude, 2 different things. One, Robby is literally the same exact way how Miguel was. He was fighting with anger and also Cobra Kai style, which means he will automatically get the first point. For Miguel though, he's fighting with both styles. Ego fighting, aka Cobra Kai, while with Miyagi though, he balanced those each other out. So Miguel isn't fighting Cobra Kai style more, because if he was, he would have got the first point already. 2 different things. Season 5, Miguel also won the fight against Robby. No question about that. Season 6, Part 1. Guys, understand this. First of the first point Miguel had, I'm going to say this. Miguel was more focused than Robby 100%. He was locked in. He got his first point. But then he also got his second point. Doesn't that cross your mind? Think about it. Doesn't that cross your mind? Two things. One, the whole second place thing that was going on Robby's head, and then he wins the fight like that. It was 2-0, and then he made it 3-2 like that. Come on. Use your head. And not only that, at first Miguel was focused, but then as soon as Robby got his first point, it also made as a tie. Miguel was unfocused. Just because he said, no, I need this to Sam, doesn't mean, oh, he's locked in. Us Miguel Glazer just saying that he was unfocused, but where does it show that he was unfocused? Are you freaking blind? Are you blind? Are you watching the same thing? How can you not see that Miguel is unfocused? I mean, think about it. He does a whole freaking Superman punch. We have never seen nobody, especially not even Robby, nor Hawk, not even freaking Miguel doing a Superman punch. Never in the whole series. And all of a sudden he's doing that. He's rushing the fight. He's trying to win the fight because of the whole Stanford thing. Use your freaking eyes and your brain, bro. Anyway, so overall fighter between who wins, Robby and Miguel, and 66 Part 1, and even the whole freaking series, Miguel wins. Stop glazing on Robby. Please, please stop and actually know, like, how the fights were. I'm not coming at you guys, but it honestly is so annoying that some people are blind. But anyway, leading on to the actual point of the video. Like I said, I want to see more of Robby and Kwon for right now, because it seemed like it would be a really great battle between these two, and also rivalry more than Miguel and Axel. So I'm guessing we all can agree on that we want to see more of Robby and Kwon as their rivalry than Miguel and Axel. But my opinion for these rivalries, Robby beats Kwon, Extreme High Diff. And for Miguel and Axel, Miguel beats Axel, Extreme High Diff. Axel and Robby, Axel beats Robby, Extreme High Diff. And Miguel and Robby, Miguel beats Robby, Extreme High Diff, or even High Diff. But anyway, that's just included to this whole video. I hope you enjoyed this video. The whole little thing I was just not yelling, but like talking about between who's a better fighter between Miguel and Robby. I'm not coming at you guys at all. I just want you guys to actually understand who's the actual better fighter in every single season, except for season 3, because it doesn't count. If you agree that season 3 is a season, which means you have to include it, you're retarded. But anyway, I'm not coming at you guys. It's just so funny to me on how this is a debate. Or you guys just tend to just laugh at us saying that Miguel's an overall better fighter in season 1 than Robby. And then make like a joke out of it, saying that he was struggling to Robby. But dude, Miguel was fighting overall freaking Cobra Kai. All he wanted to do was hurt Robby because of what he basically did, the whole breakup between Sam and Miguel. A little continuation between Daniel and Johnny. Come on now, like it's right there. Like come on, come on. I'm 17 years old and I'm saying all of this as common sense. Come on. Again, I'm not coming at you guys. You just have to realize the truth. Like, come on. We're watching the same show. Like, let's all come on, let's be for real now. Like, let's be for real. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think in the comments. And by the way, if you want to disagree on literally what I said about between Miguel and Robby, well, I was gonna say don't comment, but you're probably gonna comment anyway. Well, if people actually watch this video, but if you want to comment in the nicest possible way, because I'm not trying to spaz on any of you guys. But the main thing is, know the truth of who's a better fighter overall, and that's Miguel. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, leave a comment and like, and see you in my next video. Peace.